Hello everyone, this is one of my oak trees and there has been a bit of a disaster. I have plenty of squirrels running around in my garden and this is the damage caused by them. As you can see from here, the pot is broken and I'm going to repot it and also do a general tidy up. I'm going to start by removing the tree from its pot, and to do that I've got to free up the wires which are holding it. Right, the tree is out of its pot and we'll tidy up and we'll catch up shortly. There's a bit of a mess that I've made as I pulled it out. We'll clean up and we'll catch up shortly. I'm now removing the weeds. There are a lot of weeds as the pot is covered in it. I haven't worked on it for a little while. And this is what happens. So I'll remove the weeds, and it's quite a task and a half, and we'll catch up after I've done that. I have removed the weeds and also a fair amount of soil, and the roots need sort of reduction. They've gone round so the pot, and I'm going to cut these big ones back and then also do a little bit more tidying up. This is quite a big root. It has again gone completely round, so we're going to remove all of this big root and cut it right back, at least to here to start with. I've just removed this large root. It's quite a large one, and I'm going to continue tidying up. I have bare rooted the tree and I can now see more clearly what's going on. There's a very big root here which is doubling back on itself, so I'm going to remove this from about here. We'll do that now. I'd already removed part of it from here and now the rest of it has come off, and I'll try and shorten it a bit more to about there. Yeah, that should do. So, and likewise I'm going to work around and tidy up the roots as best as I can. This one is sort of way above the soil level, so that I'm going to remove. Improve the appearance of the tree. That I'm going to leave for a moment, and I'm going to remove this root is doubling back on itself. There, that's gone. Next I'm going to remove this root, which is way above the soil level, and so that has to go. Just create a clean sort of line, and then there are these roots. So this again I'm going to reduce. It's like there's a fork, so I'm going to shorten this side so this comes out, and also reduce this one, which again is doubling back. That's that one. And this again is going the wrong way, so we will shorten that to about there. Now you will notice there are very little roots on this side. Most of the roots are on this side, and there's a good reason for that, because this side of the trunk did not have much by way of growth and branches, and I kept this side facing the sun, hoping that it would back, but that hasn't happened, so I'm not going to waste any more time and work with what we've got and keep turning it round so that it gets even sort of sunlight all the way around. So I've just reduced these roots. I've combed them out, and we'll just reduce them a bit more. This side I won't do that, but the other side I will. So this is the side where we're going to reduce the roots a bit more. and also remove this root here. It's a little bit above the soil line, and this I will try to get it to go back to soil level, so this would be quite nice to have as a surface root. And I think that's as much as root work I'm going to do, and I'm going to tidy up and we'll catch up shortly. I have chosen this oval blue pot, and I've prepared the pot and anchor wires, etc. And I'm going to lower the tree into the pot, and that is going to be our front. So I'm going to secure the tree in the pot with these anchor wires, and we'll take this wire over to the other side through the roots and link it up with this wire here, and also take this root a bit lower down. By doing that, I've secured this root which was sticking out into the soil. Now to cut the anchor wires, remove the excess, and the other ones just bend downwards, and same thing with this side here. And also there's a root sticking out up in the air, and we will reduce that down, as this one here is really sticking up, and this got to be reduced. And there's a few other roots that I'm going to reduce a little bit more. They're really up against the pot, so we don't want that. I'm just going to top up the pot with soil. This is cat litter that I'm using, and if you want to know what it is, just send me a message or an email, and I'll be happy to share the link with you. As this company is not paying me for this work, I'm not going to advertise their product. Now I'm going to drive the soil back into the roots where the air pockets are, and there are loads of them as I had bare rooted the tree. And I'm going to work quite fast now, as we are in September, beginning of September, and it's starting to cool down, but it's not quite cold yet, so I've got to do this fairly quickly, as I want to thoroughly soak it as soon as this work is done. The tree's had a thorough soak, and the water's coming through at the bottom, and I'll tidy up and we'll catch up shortly, and that's when I'll be doing work with the rest of the tree. Well, that's the tree in full view, and I'll give it a quick turn, and I'm going to prune it. I'm going to do a branch reduction job on it, and also I'm going to do a trunk chop from about here, remove all of this, and I'm going to sort that out and we'll catch up shortly. This is where I'm going to do the trunk chop and remove this part completely to there. I'm now going to clean up the cut with a knob cutter, so that when it heals, doesn't have a little bulge or anything there. So that's done, and while I'm at it, I'm going to reduce some of these branches. This I'm going to reduce to there, and again the apex I'm going to reduce to there, and also the side branches I'm going to reduce. I'm going to reduce these branches a bit more to there, that one to there, and this one to about there, and same thing with the ones at the top. And that one there. Right, I think that's as far as I dare go. I'll give the tree a quick turn. And you can see the amount of work I've done. It needs a bit of reduction there. I'll remove that as well at the last minute. And there's a dead branch I've spotted, so take that out. And continue with the turn, and that's where we started. That's the front of the tree. I will be keeping this tree out of direct sun for at least 2 weeks, and that gives the roots a chance to grow and establish more feeder roots, and that's when it'll come out and be brought into full sun again. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and to watch more, please subscribe and also ring the bell. This is Iqbal Khan for mikbonsai in West London. Until the next time. And now for the afterthought. What was Ludwig van Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana, you dig?